Hi everybody, Denice Landaeta from the Dluxuss group in Coldwell Banker. Today we're thrilled to be at the 6301 Southwest 114th Street in Pinecrest, our new listing, and we are with our favorite architect, Ralph Puig, that today he's going to tell us a little bit more about his inspiration creating this masterpiece. Hi Ralph, how are you? Thank you for your time.
My pleasure being here.
So Ralph, one of the things that I love the most about this property is the beautiful oak trees. Just tell us a little bit more about how did you get inspired in this property? What was your inspiration to begin with?
Well, that was when we visited the site, that was the first thing that you could see. I mean, it was full of oak trees. And what we thought at one point was replacing some of the oak trees or replanting them, but when you look at the number, first of all, I don't like to take down trees. That's the first thing. So in the long run, I said, look, we have to design the house. We don't want to move any oak tree. As you know, if you remove an oak tree or replant it, there's no guarantee that it's going to stay alive. So that was already discarded. And plus, I don't like to destroy the trees. So we use the tree as an advantage, not only to design the layout of the house, but also as a view to the rear of the property. It did two things. It gives you a rear view, it gives you privacy to your next door neighbor, which is facing the west, and it also gives you some shade from the west heat in the afternoon. So, you know, it has a purpose. It has a purpose.
Of course, and that's one of the things that, you know, when I was walking into the property, I realized that this is definitely a contemporary design, but it's unique and special.
Even though it's a contemporary looking house, we try to put some warmth into the house design instead of just doing what I call a white box.
Exactly.
So what we did, we tried to put some material elements reflected on the outside as well as the inside of the house to reflect the nature of the trees in the background and soften the house because of the size also. It's a 10,000 square foot home. So we incorporated stone, we incorporated Brazilian wood on the outside. Some of that is incorporated inside the house also. We have a fireplace, and instead of just putting stone and making an old marble inside the house, we put some siding that looks like wood. I mean, it just gives the house of this size a warm feeling. So that's one of the aspects that we wanted to introduce in this design.
Pretty much, this is one of the most ecological friendly properties I've seen. I mean, the natural light is just impressive.
That's a plus. Of course, it's going to reduce your energy bill. You won't have to put all the lights in the morning or until nighttime. And now in the summer, when the summer comes, you have daylight until about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. So you really don't use too many lights. But that was one of the things. We wanted to bring the outside into the inside of the home, at the same time have privacy.
Of course.
And we were able to do that with the placement and the orientation of the house and distribution of the rooms and the public spaces. And I think we were pretty successful in doing that because right now where we're sitting, we're inside and we look like we're outside, but we're inside the house, and nobody could see you from the street or even your neighbor. And the same thing applies to your rooms and all the other
spaces of the property. Yeah, I can tell. One of the things that I think is very important is what you mentioned to me in reference to the structure. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Sure. You know, we have a market here in South Florida. There's a lot of people from out of South Florida, and it doesn't have to be South America, Europe, even New York and so forth. They're not used to hurricanes.
Exactly.
So they really don't understand that aspect. So what we decided was we use a handrail system for the floor and the roof, which is a prefab system, and it consists of steel joists, and the topping is a concrete, usually 3 inches. That becomes a very sturdy structure, and also helps to reduce your insurance costs because, I mean, it makes the house pretty solid, especially with the impact windows and so forth. So, I mean, you have a pretty solid home here.
Oh, wow. We're very excited. We are thrilled to just finalize your masterpiece. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
We're very happy that you had the time to come and tell us a little bit more about your perspective and how you decide to go in this route. And I'm pretty sure when we find the perfect family or the perfect buyer for this property, I mean, you're gonna finalize putting the picture of what you imagine to be living here.
I hope so, and it's been a pleasure because at least I give a description of the person who's going to buy, so they have an idea how the house was designed, and that would help them definitely to make a decision on purchasing the house. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And we're very thrilled to introduce this property and to have Ralph with us. Thank you, Ralph, again.
Thank you very much.